The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians. The 20th annual HAAM Day Music Festival is tomorrow, Tuesday, September 23rd. And joining us this morning to help promote the event is the Long Center's Chief Programming Officer, Bobby Garza. We're so thrilled to have him because he's a very busy man. So thank you, Bobby, for joining us in the studio today.
Oh, thanks for having us. This is awesome.
Let's talk first and foremost about HAAM Day because y'all have officially gotten involved.
Yes.
Tell us about kind of the crossover here.
Well, we've been involved with HAAM Day before, but we're super happy to be back helping something that's really kind of a special event that crossed over into HAAM Day. But HAAM Day for us is another opportunity for us to support local artists and really, you know, help educate the community on the importance of making sure that we are good curators and fosters of our creative ecosystem here.
Mm-hmm. And I think it brings up a good point that we always have new Austinites, so I always want to take the opportunity whenever somebody's watching for the first time, or like myself, I mean, I've been to performances at the Long Center,
sure,
but I don't know all that much about you.
Really?
Yeah, would you mind talking to us a little bit about the history of the Long Center and the sorts of performances y'all cover?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you think about venues in town, the Long Center was essentially crowdsourced and asked for by members of the community. We opened in 2008 to be the home to our founding resident companies, which is the symphony and the ballet and the opera, but also to be a space for community gatherings, to be a space for highlighting local artists. We've got a big, large venue that seats about 2,400 people. We have a black box community performance theater that seats about 230 folks. And then the space where the HAAM Day stuff is HAAM Day Music Festival actually is going to happen is our outdoor 3D printed stage, and it was the first
3D printed.
Yep, it was the first 3D printed stage in the world. Icon Build, who's a local company here,
I've heard of
it. Made that as a gift to the city. It was a proof of concept for them, but it's about the coolest stage that you can find, and it has the most incredible backdrop of, you know, the south side of downtown.
Wonderful. Well, okay, then obviously we have to talk about what the event is. So it's happening tomorrow for HAAM Day.
Yep.
Talk to me about what's going on.
So HAAM Day is something, you know, I've been in Austin for about 30 years, and HAAM has always been sort of one of those quintessential nonprofits that really has an amazing mission, and they serve so many artists. I was a musician for a long time, and while I was really fortunate to have a job that provided me with health insurance, there are so many artists that are sort of flying by the seat of their pants. And, you know, like you see so many statistics these days that somebody is one major medical emergency away from bankruptcy or homelessness, and then you really start to understand the importance of an organization like HAAM. So as a long-standing nonprofit that the Long Center is, it makes sense for us completely to partner with another long-standing nonprofit in the community because we have very similar missions. All of that overlap is super duper important, and the more that we can collaborate together, I think the more impactful we can be.
Well, and the overlap for tomorrow is?
So the overlap for tomorrow, which is one of my favorite parts, Mama Duke, who is a local artist here, and
we just had on the show.
Yeah, oh really? That's
yes.
awesome. Yeah, she's one of my favorite people too. Like she's incredible, right?
I was like, you should be like a speaker. She's just so calm. She's got such a great persona. I just love her.
Such a presence, and she's so like welcoming. You know, she was an artist for our summer concert series. We have a 12-show summer concert series at the Long Center outside on our lawn. Mama Duke was one of our performers. It's called The Drop-In. We love that series, and we love the idea that we can highlight local artists. And when I heard that she was going to be on America's Got Talent, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing, right? This is so cool. To my knowledge, this is the furthest that any Austin artist has gotten in any one of these sort of like national
Which is saying something.
contests. It really
Not
is.
only that, but a woman and a woman doing rap.
Yes,
I mean, all of those things are one and only.
You think about like what people normally associate with Austin, and it's not, you know, what Mama Duke does from a performance standpoint, right? But I think that it really speaks to the breadth and depth of Austin's performing community, the artists that are here, the richness of all of that stuff. And I hope that what that means is that people will see her on TV and that they'll go take a chance on exploring some other parts of Austin that actually do foster these types of musics.
Oh, and is tomorrow, remind me, are we rewatching something, or is tomorrow that finale?
Tomorrow is the live finale.
Tomorrow is a live finale?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you do something with me on camera, because when she was in
Fantastic.
here, we made her practice like what we were gonna do. Like we'd made a social media post just in case she won, and
Yeah.
this is what she did. Like I started jumping up and down like a loon, and she did this. Will you do this with me just real
fantastic.
quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's it. That's the
Okay.
Mama Duke. I won America's Got Talent. So I'm hoping that we get to see that tomorrow. And of course, she's going to have a lot of people cheering her on. What a fun event.
I mean, you know, if we can't celebrate something like this for one of our artists that is doing something on the national level where millions of people are watching, like we're doing something wrong. So this is a really incredible opportunity for us to show her, like, this is a proof of all your hard work. Her entire team that's working on all of this stuff. Like, this is just, it's an easy opportunity for us to say yes.
So cool. Okay, Bobby, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. It's
All
really
right, guys.
awesome.
Studio 512 will be out at the steps of the Capitol tomorrow live to celebrate HAAM Day 2025. So stay tuned for a fun show tomorrow. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians.